how to decimate and optimize STL files in Catia V5. So I wanted to create another video for this, and I received a comment from Nope recently that wants to share a tip regarding the Decimate tool within Catia V5. So we can use Decimate if you are using a high detailed complex 3D model with a high number of vertices, and usually the surface reconstruction takes longer to do that if the 3D model has a lot of details. So as an example, I will use this 3D model. It's called Baby Yoda Soup. I will put the link in the description, and let's see. Here we have some information regarding the creator, Luca Maximilian. So I already have the 3D model downloaded, so I will go to Dish Type Shape Editor, then to Import, and here is the Baby Yoda Soup STL file. I want it to be imported like this at a scale of 1. I don't want to resize that. I will hit apply, and after that I will click OK. So this is the 3D model. I can expand the tree, and this will be the element. I can rename that. For example, I can call it initial STL file. And let's analyze it. So go up to Insert, Analysis, Information, and then click the STL file in the viewport or in the tree. And we see that this is a STL file defined with a number of triangles. So there are 300,000 triangles defining this, and this is the number of vertices of the model. We have the dimensions, so 10 millimeters. So it's a quite small model. So if you want to optimize it, we have the possibility to go to Decimate, but there is also Optimize command. So Decimate will reduce the number of triangles. As you can see on the tooltip over here, there's a triangle that's composed out of 2 elements and an arrow pointing towards a single triangle. So if you go to Decimate, I will have to select the mesh. It will be the STL file, and I see that the selected mesh is non-manifold. So similar to the other video, I need to go to the mesh cleaner. I will click on the model, then I will hit Analyze, and I will see that there are 2 non-manifold edges, somewhere over here on the left side of the hand and the nail that is holding the cup, and some vertices also position over here. I will hit apply once. After that, only over here there are 4 manifold vertices. Hit apply again, and now the 3D model has been cleaned, and we can use the Decimate tool. But before that, I want to copy it, so hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I will rename this to decimated STL file. I will hide the initial mesh, and I will hit the Decimate command. So it goes like this, either with a chordal deviation or with a edge length decimation. So first let's talk about the chordal deviation. For that I will go over here. I have that already prepared. So let's say that this is the original surface, and this is the chordal tolerance of the new retopologized 3D model. So we can set that parameter over here, either by going on maximum and let's say I want it to be maximum 0.01 from the original mesh, the decimated one, or I can go with a target percent and I can set the total number of triangles. So I know that the initial model had 300,000 triangles. I will go to 50,000, so 6 times less the total number of triangles, and I will then hit apply. I will see that Catia is starting to decimate, and I can already see that the visual elements have changed. So around the eyes there are, let's say, less definition. If I want to visualize this better, I can display the initial mesh, and I will make the decimated STL file a different color, for example green, dark green, and then I will left click on the background so I don't have anything selected. And now I can see both the decimated mesh and the initial mesh overlapped. So if I want to check this deviation, I can go to Insert, Analysis, Deviation Analysis. The reference will be, in this case, the initial mesh. I want to measure the decimated STL file. I will leave the visualization for spikes, points and max values. If I will hit apply, these are all the points that Catia took as reference, so from the initial mesh to the decimated one, and I can go with the mouse on various points. For example, here I have 0.0027 millimeters of tolerance between those two. If it's with red, it's a positive deviation, and like this it will be a negative deviation. So over here we have the maximum deviation point. If I will go close, I will see that the point will be this point. So there are small geometrical deviation analysis between those, but visual, let's say there are some elements. If I will go and 3D print this model, will be a more detailed model for various areas. But if I will go with the decimated STL file, this one, it will have less details in some areas. Okay, so if I will hide that and I will copy the initial STL file once again, I will rename this as optimize STL file. So Catia has another option, it's called optimize. It basically does the same as decimate. So it modifies the number of triangles or polygons of a mesh. I can specify various values over here, such as minimum length or maximum length. For example, if I will go for this model with a minimum length of 0.05 and a maximum length of 0.1, the result will be something like this. So the software went into a not responding state, but after that it managed to do that. So this is the optimized model. In comparison to the initial one, I will make it a different color, for example yellow. So this is the optimized, overlap the initial one, and this will be the optimized model. So as we can see, there are even less details with those values with 0.5. If I will go with even less, let's say 0.5, and the other one should be half the second. So if I will go with 0.1, I will need to have that 0.2. I will see that now this length has a higher radius. I will click OK on that. The problem with these tools is that they don't have a history over here, so I can modify that, but I will delete that mesh. I will duplicate the initial file once again, and I will call this highly optimized STL. I will hide the initial file, select the one named highly optimized, and let's highly optimize this. So 0.1 and 0.2. I can also click on the analysis, and I will receive some geometrical information regarding the optimized process. Let's see. So this will be, I have a maximum deviation of 0.1 and a mean deviation, so the average is 0.01. But I can see that the 3D model has lost almost all the details for the eyes and nose. So I have to, maybe from a far position there are some details, but from a close-up there are few details. But if I will go to the mesh viewer, I will see that there are still a pretty high number of triangles defining the mesh. So this is the highly optimized one. This is the initial file. So the initial file was much more dense. This is the decimated one. So over here, hide and show. This is the decimated STL file, and I can see that the total number of triangles is quite not that detailed compared to a highly optimized one. But at the same time, the 3D model still retains a lot of details from the original file. So the decimated file, if I will go to analysis, information, it has a total number of triangles close to that set value of 50,000 that we set. And for the highly optimized STL file, it's this model, insert, analysis, information. So it has a less number of triangles with almost more than 10,000, but the details are lacking. So this is why usually it's important to use the decimate over the optimize tool when you are dealing with high detailed 3D models, either that have been sculpted in various programs such as Blender, ZBrush, Matbox, or obtained using 3D scanning technologies. So I hope that this video helped you and you have various, let's say, useful tips regarding the decimation tool within Catia V5. If you find this video useful, please leave me some comments for the video. That will help me and motivate me to create more similar content. Thanks.